Happy Independence Day, everybody, and thank you for being here. It is me, Laura Lely, back with another video, and we're just going to get right into the message today. This is one that's kind of been marinating for a couple weeks now, but a card that keeps coming out, and so I'm just going to read it because it really resonates, and I think it may resonate with you if you found this channel. It's Smoke and Mirrors, card number 42. We're actually built to view the world inaccurately. Our five senses tell us we are separate from one another. We're conditioned to see time as linear. This creates a consciousness of delineation, separation, and finality. We have an innate fear that what we see is all there is. Although we know deep down there is more, we are suspicious of it. Our fear of death results from this kind of perception. The entire world is a construct of smoke and mirrors, and our job is to discover the truth that lies beyond the illusion. Discoveries at the frontiers of science align with what the ancients have known at the atomic level. We are blinking lights in empty space. Consciousness is fundamental. Time can be bent, and we are eternal. Ask yourself if what you see is really just what you're looking for. What do you sense beyond your intellectual assessment of what is? Can you drop into your heart and soul and call for a vision, a feeling, an awareness of the true and authentic? Every day, remind yourself that you are intrinsically connected to all life. The universe needs you to learn about it. You have within you extraordinary magic with which to co-create life beyond your wildest expectations. Today, trust the inner voice that reminds you that you truly will find what you seek and more, even if outer conditions appear to challenge that. It's all smoke and mirrors. Things are not exactly as they seem. And I think that in this life, we give way too much credit to the seen and not enough credit to the unseen, because our human visual cortex can only see and perceive 0.003% of the visible light electromagnetic spectrum. So we are not seeing the entire picture, and that's a relief. We're just going to get a few cards to see what else we need to know today. So thank you everyone again for being here. Just remember that it is an illusion, and that we are here to create more, to create what we desire, and to not just go along with everything we are seeing, because seeing is not believing, but believing is seeing. We can create a world of our dreams. Instead of looking at what is and feeling sad and pessimistic and depressed, we need to know that within is where the real creation begins. And when we are silent and still and in a dark space, we can then allow the desires of our heart to be created through our God consciousness and our intuition. And we are protected and we are safe. Nature spirits ask us to get outside, and I know I need to do that more. It's something I really desire to do. God, thank you for helping me to get outside more. Any other messages from the Sacred Symbols Oracle that we need to know right here, right now, to go along with this world is not what it seems? Full moon and soulmate. We did just have the strawberry full moon. Sagittarius, if you are looking at Vedic, but it was in Capricorn for the rest of the world who believes in tropical. Not that they're not both real. Tropical is what's more common, but the Vedic sidereal astrology chart, or that's more accurate. Soulmate. And veiled. Knowledge. There's some knowledge veiled. Maybe there's a download that you had during the full moon that was helping you to see through the illusion, see through the smoke and mirrors, to give you more. Maybe you saw something about a soulmate that you have coming in. Maybe there was a deep knowing, or maybe it has something to do with home, which maybe you can see, but I am in a new space because I believed in miracles, in God, in knowing that we all deserve to feel safe and secure, and that no matter what, don't lose that vision, never give up. Let your faith be bigger than your fear, and know that God will always move us at the right time. It always comes down to timing, divine timing, God's divine timing. Let's just see if we can get a few more. Oh wow, wish upon a star. We're never too old to wish upon a star. We're never too old to believe that there is more to this life. Yeah, it's all about the illusion. It's all what you think it is, what you believe it is. And right now the illusion that has been created was not our choice per se. We just believed we were given this and said, here's what it is. But the ultimate truth is we create this illusion, but when we are in a mindset that it's never going to change, it's never going to get better, then you're right. It's exactly that, because it is everything you believe it is. Because what you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. And what you imagine, you do create. And if we imagine it's only going to stay like this, then correct. That's what it will be. Ooh, thirsty. What deck? We want to get a spiritual card. By the way, it's really good to be back and reading cards. I feel so. It's the 4th of July today, and I feel like I'm grateful for my freedom to read tarot cards. It's one thing I love to do in this world, like more than so many things. It's like one of my favorite things ever, actually. Even just doing my own readings by myself without recording them. I do it all the time. I'm always shuffling cards. And I feel grateful to be able to do this, to be able to read tarot cards. It's a freedom that I am grateful to have in this world. And it's truly important for us to remember that a lot of people may seem free on the outside because they are not in captivation, I guess. They're not being held captive, not in confinement, if you will. But there are things that go on inside of us that make us feel not free. And so it's really important to allow that energy that doesn't feel free to be expressed, because then when you recognize that which is not feeling free, can you become free? You have to see what is holding you captive in order to be released. You have to see what is I want to say captivating you, but that's not the right terminology, I don't think. You have to feel your fucking feelings is the point here. In order to release them, the only way through this, to get through the storm is through it. You can't go around it or over it, if that makes sense. It makes sense to me. So you gotta set a timer for 30 minutes and give yourself full permission to feel whatever it is you've been avoiding. Organize your sock drawer while you cry or seethe or get jiggy with some hardcore self-pity. Then, when the time is up, get off your ass and do something constructive. Your big little sweetheart of a heart will thank you later. You have to feel your fucking feelings to get to the next level of this life. We are not here to just stay in this one same level that we started in. We're here to go forth and prosper, I'm hearing. There is something really important about the full moon and Independence Day. And like feeling independent and free and being able to know that there's something big that you recently manifested in your life, and it may have been a new home. It may have been, trust. Because you trusted in the unseen, you were able to bring a better life into fruition. You did something, you were manifesting during the full moon, and maybe everything that you've wanted, it has not all come into fruition yet, but you are in alignment is what is coming through. You are in perfect alignment. It looked like a card flipped. I don't know if you saw that on the camera, but Everything is a choice, I guess, is what's coming through right now. So you can either choose to feel free, or you can choose to feel like you are. It's so funny. Psychic. So yeah, I'm saying something that somebody out there is resonating with this. Like, you're understanding that freedom, it starts within. Everything starts within, right? So if you're not feeling free on the inside, it doesn't, you could be out in the world living your life, but it doesn't feel like you are free. There's things you want to do that you haven't done in this life, and you're here to do them. It's all smoke and mirrors, and I guess be bold. That was the Bible verse that came through earlier today. You know, as I like to open the Bible, and just it comes to whatever is meant for us to know at the moment. The true test of walking in the Spirit will not be the way we act, but the way we react to the daily frustrations of life. And this is about adversity, a mountain to climb. This is Acts chapter 4. We will do chapter 4, verse 31. We'll do chapter 4, verse 23. Prayer for boldness. And being let go, they went to their own companions and reported all that the chief priests and elders had said to them. I'll just tell you what the backstory is of what happened here. But Peter and John were getting in trouble by the Sanhedrin because they were healing people in the name of Jesus Christ. And the Sanhedrin let them go because they couldn't arrest them for the miracles that they had just done, because they healed a man. So they get back to their homes and they were telling everyone. So, and being let go, they went to their own companions and reported all that the chief priests and elders had said to them. So when they heard that, they raised their voice to God with one accord and said, Lord, you are God, who made heaven and earth and the sea and all that is in them, who by the mouth of your servant David have said, why did the nations rage and the people plot vain things? The kings of the earth took their stand, and the rulers were gathered together again, the Lord against his Christ. For truly against your holy servant Jesus, whom you anointed, both Herod and Pontius Pilate, with the Gentiles and the people of Israel, were gathered together to do whatever your hand and your purpose determined before to be done. Now, Lord, look on their threats and grant to you, your servants, that with all the boldness they may speak your word by stretching out your hand to heal, and that signs and wonders may be done through the name of your holy servant Jesus. And when they had prayed, the place where they were assembled together was shaken, and they were filled with the Holy Spirit, and they spoke the word of God with boldness. And so what I think that means when they talk about the place that they were all assembled together was shaken, was the earth quaked. Because God created the earth and all things in it. And so God has the power to shake the earth when God wants to. Just as God has the power to give you bring all of your heart's desires into fruition in divine timing. And God wants whatever you want, and that's really important for us to remember. Protection is really important in this message because it's coming up again. You are protected to go after what it is you desire. And talisman, that came up twice. I just want to get a good shuffle here, and we'll just see if they come out again. When you do all things in love, and you know that you're doing them for the highest good of all involved, then you will be successful. You will be victorious, and victory is yours. Victory is the whole reason you need to feel your fucking feelings, because it's going to help you become victorious. Because when you get through all the shit, it's going to lead you. Yeah, you got to die the old you. You got to let that shit go. That's not who you are. We're not the same person we were yesterday. We're not the same person we were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. We are ever changing. Just as a living God is always changing, we are always changing when we call on God. But when we don't call on God, we stay stuck in those old storylines of who we used to be and what we used to do and all of those things. And that's just not relevant when you are calling on the living God to bring you your heart's desires and to create and to manifest the life of your dreams. You cannot say you are still the version of you that was 20 years ago. That's not who you are. A death brings a rebirth. And when you get grounded into the great Mother Earth, and there's plenty of ways to ground and have spiritual cleansing, but with getting grounded, with having spiritual cleansing comes power, and with great power comes great responsibility. And when you know that you are doing the works of God and all of your dreams are coming true, that's the good word that you spread, that God will bring us that which we desire when we are obedient servants to God. And really to ourselves, right? Loving ourselves is loving God. That's growth. When we can forgive, when we can let go of that which no longer serves us and those who have harmed us. And even if we have been shown the people who have intentionally caused harm or caused setbacks in our life and we still forgive them and love them, that's growth. That's us moving on and saying, if I stay stuck there, I'll never become the person I came here to be. If I stay stuck in the past and keep being the version everyone else remembers me as or wants me to be, that's not who I am. And I am whoever I say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? The paper, the news, every day I am. Radio won't even let me play my jam because I am whatever I say I am. Yes, you have to embrace the shadow and say, I fucking see you and I fucking love you. The darkness, all that was that made you who you are now. So we get scared of the boogeyman because we don't understand that when we face our shadow and we say, okay, well, there was a reason I did all of these things. It is, or instead of masking that which brings us, anxiety or whatever. And usually the reason that we are ever in anxiety is because we have cognitive dissonance. We have two different ideas or two different things going on, or two different masters trying to drive us to go this way or that way. And so when you realize that you have to face those demons instead of masking them with drugs and alcohol and avoidance, shopping, all the things. Anything you can do to avoid facing that which made you who you are. And, that shadow is a part of us, whether we like it or not. And so when we can embrace that shadow and say, thank you, I see you, I feel you, I fucking feel you, I feel you, silly feelings. Thank you for all that you've done for me. Thank you for all the growth that you've created in my life. It is a relief to see you and allow you and thank you and then let you go. I don't have to hold on to that version of myself that becomes my shadow. That is not conducive to my purpose in this world. Relief and protection are very important. It's very important to understand how much you are protected. And you can feel relieved in knowing that you're protected to face your shadow, to face these illusions, so that you can allow these. Again, it all started with the smoke and mirror card, right? This is all an illusion. And when we can face that and say, okay, I see you. I see that I created this monster. I see that you are a part of my subconscious, that I just allowed the story of who I used to be to grow and become something I was scared of. But when I can say, I love you, I forgive you, I am sorry, you are forgiven, and thank you, and let it go, that's when the death comes. That's where the growth comes in. And that's where the relief comes in, which allows you to go and be And of course, when you have gratitude through it all and you're just thankful for every now moment, even if it seems like a fucking, pardon my French, when it seems like some bullshit, you gotta love it. You can't hate the experiences that made you who you are, you know? We have to appreciate every part of it, even if it sucked. If I didn't have awful experience with where I was previously living, would that have made me want to change and move forward and have a new life? Or would I just stay stuck in the old, doing the old things just to stay, you know? I don't know if any of this is making sense, but hopefully to someone out there it makes some sense. Stop looking for happiness in the same place you lost it. Quit going back to people, places, and things that make you unhappy. Were you sad when you were getting drunk all the time? Quit that. Do you drink every time you see that friend, even though you don't want to drink because it makes you sad? Quit that friend. Does Forever 21 make you feel fat? Tell Forever 21 to fuck off. Does that lover leave you feeling unlovable? Don't go looking for loving from that lover. It may not be easy, but it's simple AF. And the world doesn't owe you anything. Acting like the world owes you something keeps you in a mentality of scarcity. Here's the hard truth. The universe never borrowed anything from you. All the gifts she's given you so far have been gifts. If you treat everything in your life like that, you'll be a lot happier. Unless you're a dick, then you'll just be grumpy. It's your choice, boo-boo. And life is too short to be anything but happy, right? Don't be an ungrateful shit. Seriously, if you're reading this card, you're privileged AF. You can read. Reading is a super fucking fantastic thing. Think about how many generations of people didn't get to read. Fuck yeah, we're not completely fucked. We know how to read. It's the little things, right? And it's, don't sweat the small stuff. And it's all small stuff. We're just going to get a few tarot cards to see if there's anything else that we need to know in this now moment. If you stay stuck and looking at what was, you're never going to see what is right in front of you, the doors that are opening. I am speaking the truth with the Queen of Swords here. You were blind to what was happening, but now you have something. This new the full moon helped you manifest. Divine sight is what's coming through. Divine sight. You are seeing through a different lens. And that's why, yeah, smoke and mirrors. Okay, it's all coming together now. So the illusion that you were living in it's been exposed. It's kind of like the monster. It's like the Wizard of Oz, the wizard behind the curtain. Once you see the wizard and you realize it was just a bunch of this little tiny scared guy doing all these things. Yeah. Maybe you found out who the monster was in your life that was causing all of the drama and trauma, all the heartbreak, all the things that were not serving your highest good. Wow, that's on the bottom of it again. Four of Cups. Something that was trying to keep you feel like this is all there was. This is all it ever could be. This is all you'll ever have. This is all you're worthy of. These relationships that only led to heartbreak, and these energies, people, places, and things that only made you feel wanting more. But you saw through it. You saw through that, all the illusions, and now what do we need to know? Now what is the most important message now that we have seen? What is coming now for the collective? God, please show us what is coming in swiftly with the Eight of Wands. What is coming in swiftly, God? Please. The Fool. A brand new start. A new perspective. The Hangman. You're seeing a new perspective. You're seeing a new way to do things. Now that you have gotten through that smoke and mirrors and you understand that everything is flashing lights and empty space. And it's your choice to what you fill that empty space with and how you light up your life. And you will take this leap of faith. And you are no longer scared of heights. Even though they try to send you energies to make you scared of heights, they try to put it in your dreams. They try to write out little scripts and plot against your heights. You're soaring to newer heights. You're soaring to the highest heights. Yeah, look at her jumping. Jumping again with the Nine of Cups. Your wishes are coming true. Your desire to create something new and better. The card, Sagittarius card here with the Knight of Wands. Your beautiful heart, your balanced emotions are allowing you to be the Queen of Cups and who? So, you are the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, you are the Sun. Your Ten of Cups is here. And there are people who are having a hard time with that. The fact that you have risen above all of the BS, you have seen through all of the smoke and mirrors, you have decided that, you know what, I see it, but I just don't believe it anymore. And people are fighting over that. They want your attention to be back. They want you to be blinded again. They don't want you to see the truth. They don't want you to see your light. They don't want you to see how bright you shine. They want you to feel in lack and like it's never going to get better with the Five of Cups here. But your heart is telling you the truth. You are divine and you are worthy of all the great things that you've ever desired in this life. Freedom is yours. Independence is yours. When you are free on the inside, you are free on the outside. And you had to set yourself free within in order to be free without. And that freedom came from facing your shadow and knowing that it's all a bunch of smoke and mirrors. And that it's all a bunch of illusions that people have placed on your path. But you are the sun. You have seen the sun, and you are not going to not see the sun anymore. Once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. And maybe new love, true love is coming in for you with the Knight of Cups. A new romantic offer for that big, beautiful heart of yours. Because your light is shining so bright, your magnetism is bringing in this new start. You are the one you've been waiting for. Your heart to heal is what you've been waiting for, and it is coming in swiftly. A brand new start with the Fool and the Eight of Wands. You are calling in your heart's desires, and God is listening. Your heart is calling in. Your heart is lighting up this world, and it is bringing you financial stability as well with the Knight of Pentacles here. It was the it is the slowest moving night, but it is here now with the Page of Wands, Page of Cups behind it saying, when pigs fly, you will have that. Well, guess what, baby? Look at that. The pigs are flying right here on this card. Can't stop, won't stop. It's all happening. Yes, you saw through the illusion. You saw the illusions. You saw all of this was put on your path in order for you to see it for what it is, an illusion, so that you can break through and be the Empress, so that you can create the worlds. That's what this card said. You came here to create worlds. Today, trust the inner voice that reminds you that you truly will find what you seek and more, even if the outer conditions appear to challenge that. It's all smoke and mirrors. Things are not exactly as they seem. Where is the part where you drop into your heart and soul and feeling every day? Remind yourself. You have within you extraordinary magic with which to co-create life beyond your wildest expectations, and the Empress is pregnant with the ideas of creation, of creating brand new worlds. You are an angel of God that came here to assist humanity with creating a better place for everyone, for the children that are your friends, your family, your own children. They deserve a better world than what we have been experiencing. We can't just continue on an old fad of, well, yeah, every generation just keeps passing it down and saying, you know, well, we were just handed this. No, there are children that came here to change the world in the 80s, in the 70s, in the 60s, and they are here now helping to change the world, and they may be doing it in behind the scenes where no one even knows, but all they need to do is exist, and their energy within is changing the frequency wherever they go. Or they could be out on the internet doing tarot readings or doing some type of work. But what matters is that they're doing it, and that they haven't given up, and that you haven't given up, and that you're here hearing this message for a reason. If this message found you, you did not come here to sit back and watch the world crumble. You came here to create worlds, to help make this a better place for all. And you can feel that. You are the high priestess. You have these energies and these messages and this light within you that is here, that is meant to be seen. The world needs you. The world needs you in the Wheel of Fortune. So these energies have shifted, and they continue to shift. There's something about the full moon that helped some shifting. If you can rest and meditate, when you meditate and truly actually meditate, that just means going into a dark space and allowing it to be completely pitch black, closing your eyes and allowing that melatonin that comes through your pineal gland when you are in a dark space, when you are still. God said, be still and know that I am. And when you do that, you are connecting with a higher source, and that energy that comes through you in your silence, not asking, not thinking, not worrying, just allowing, just being. There is an electricity that occurs and allows the light to come through and bring you grand ideas, these ideas that will be used for your creations with the shifting energy. You did not come here to play small. You came here to change the world. And you will change the world. And you're not going to stop at just changing a little bit of the world. You're going to change the whole big wide world. What an awesome message. Thank you so much for being here. It was really good to read for you again, collective, and I am looking forward to seeing you on the next video. Remember to wake up and dream big. I don't know which side the video camera's on. If you build it, they will come. And what else do I usually say? Wake up and dream big. If you build it, they will come. I love you. I mean it. Mwah. Bye.